Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all my lovely students. We continue today with Unit 10, the story of cricket. But before students, I'd start this lesson, I would like to remind you that our PT2 exam will come soon. So students who ever not completed their CW, the grammar guide textbook, they can start writing. And after completed their CW and textbook, they can start learning. Now students, in our previous video, we have seen that here we have learned many new things which we have not learned before or which we don't know that what's actually the cricket game. We have learned that cricket game earlier played by England people before 500 years ago. Even they have not used bat, but they used before stick and ball, simple stick. After they start to play with a stick which is like a hockey, curved at the bottom. Then we know that there are many strange features related to cricket. One of the strange features is that the cricket match can be played by 5 days. It's too long time and it's known as test match. Even in a modern time, the T20 game came, but the football and another games is not taking much time like cricket. After we have learned that in a cricket, the pitch size is specified, that is 22 yards. The ground shape and size is not specified. It may be any shape or any size. But in other team, the ground size must be specified. Specific size is taken in another game. Now we'll learn that what's another characteristics of cricket. So first of all, students, open your textbook and look at page number 139, 140. There's a historical reason behind both these oddities. Cricket was the earliest modern team sport to be codified. The first written laws of cricket were drawn up in 1744. They stated the principals shall choose from amongst the gentlemen present 2 umpires who shall absolutely decide all disputes. Yes, so students, here another historical reason that why these characteristics happen in cricket. Oddities means once again strange characteristics, strange features. So remember here the oddity meaning also same like peculiarities. Strange features, strange characteristics. Cricket was the earliest modern team sport to be codified. Codified means standardized with rules and regulations. The meaning is already given to you. That arrange laws into a systematic code, some rules and regulations that the players who is playing cricket, they must have to follow. And which law first came? Laws of cricket were drawn up in 1744. So in 1744, first of all, they make some rules related cricket. And what's the first rule? That there must be 2 umpires. Whatever decision taken by them, the players must have to follow it. The players must have to accept it. The stumps must be 22 inches high and the ball across them 6 inches. So another rule is that what's the size height of stump, that 22 inches. The pitch size is 22 yards and stump size 22 inches. The bale across them 6 inches. And you know the bales they are keeping on between 3 stump, 2 bales they are keeping, yes. So this bale size is 6 inch. The ball must be between 5 and 6 ounces. Another measurement is the ounces. So the size of ball also fixed. It must be between 5 and 6 ounces. And the 2 sets of stumps 22 yards apart. So here the 2 stumps, between 2 stumps, how much gap will be happen? That 22 yards. Now you know students, it's very clear that if the pitch size is 22 yards, so definitely one is in the beginning of the pitch, we have to cap the stump, and another is in the end of the pitch. So definitely is a 22 yards pitch, so the gap between 2 stumps also 22 yards. I hope students it's clear to you. The world's first cricket club was formed in Hambledon in the 1760s, and the Marylebone Cricket Club (MCC) was founded in 1787. Here it's written that which kind of club established during that time. That first one is Hambledon, which is established in 1760s, and Marylebone Cricket Club (MCC) was founded in 1787. During the 1760s and 1770s, it became common to pitch the ball through the air rather than roll it along the ground. Now you know students, earlier how they played. In England, people are just, nowadays we are giving the ball to the small children. They love to play, but if you roll it in the air, so they can't able to hit. So we are rolling on the floor and they are hitting with a small bat or stick, etc. So earlier also the people are playing in such a way that they are just rolling on a floor. They are not giving the ball in the air. So in 1760s and 1770s, in this period, they started to give a ball in the air rather than roll it on the ground on the floor. This change gave bowlers the options of length, deception through the air, plus increased pace. It also opened new possibilities for spin and swing. In response, batsmen had to master timing and shot selection. Who's really know that and who's really watching the television, in television if they are watching cricket, so they can easily understand that it's in a favor of bowlers, that if we give the ball in the air, means it's the batsman must be recognized that in which way the ball is coming, and if he is expert he can easily hit it. So here this change came in a favor of bowler, and here the many possibilities increase for bowlers. And we know that some spinners there, some are just throwing the ball in such a way so it's doing swing in the air. That time, in which time this ball will come near to the batsman, that the batsman has to identify, and after he has to shot it, he has to give a shot, he has to hit the ball. One immediate result was the replacement of the curved bat with the straight one, and which another replacement came, another change came, that earlier they used just stick. After they start to use the curved stick, like in hockey game they are using. But it's completely changed. Which change? They are using now straight bat. Means nowadays they are using that one. The weight of the ball was limited to between 512 means half or 534 ounces. So here, now earlier they decided that between 5 to 6 ounces. But now particular these ounces only. Means it's very near to 6 also or very near to 5 also. Means between 5 and 6 ounce only. And the width of the bat to 4 inches. Means here the bat size, length, width is everything decided. Ball size, everything, weight also decided. Also around this time a third term became common. Means earlier might be they use only 1 or 2. But after in 1774 it's compulsory to use third stump too. Nowadays they are using 3 stumps only. By 1780, 3 days had become the length of a major match, and these years also saw the creation of the first 6-seam cricket ball. So in 1780, they decided that 3 days is a maximum days to play the cricket. Earlier, it's compulsory 5 days. That's test match. But after they decided in 1780 that there must be 3 days for the match. And these year means in 1780 only saw the creation of the first 6-seam cricket ball. And after in these years only they decided that which kind of ball they have to use, that 6-seam cricket ball. So they are using this cricket ball also. Means students look at here that earlier they just played in a simple way. After many things came in the cricket, you can say that many development happened in this game. They make some rules and regulation. Earlier they just played. After they make the rules that there must be 2 umpires who will decide each and everything, and players must have to accept and follow what the umpires are saying to them. There must be 22 yards pitch, then 22 ounces, size of the each size of the bales, then stumps. Bale must be 6 inches, 22 inches stumps. Ground or shape, it may be any. There is no fixed ground and shape and size for the ground. After there is created 2 club, MCC and Hambledon. After also they done very much development, like that the bat must be straight, not curved like hockey game. So these all things came. After earlier they just roll up on the ground the ball. After they decided that they have to throw in the air. So this all improvement happened in the cricket. Now look at, this is a picture of the pavilion of the Marylebone Cricket Club, MCC, in 1874, which is already given in your textbook. If you look at the game's equipment, you can see how cricket both changed with changing times and yet fundamentally remained true to its origins in rural England. Equipment means the things which is needed. What's the meaning of equipment? Equipment means the things which is needed to play cricket. You can see how cricket both changed with changing times and yet fundamentally remained true to its origins in rural England. Means many equipment change, but some equipment is still the original only they are using nowadays also, which they had used in rural England time. Means earlier in England, which equipment they have used, still they are using nowadays also. But many equipment change with the time. Cricket's most important tools are all made of natural, pre-industrial materials. The bat is made with leather, twine and cork. Even today, both bat and ball are handmade, not industrially manufactured. So here it's given that many equipment, many tools changed with the time, but some tools are remain the same which they have used before. Cricket's most important tools are all made of natural. What's the most important tools? Bat and ball. Without these both things, you cannot able to play cricket. So most important tools are nowadays also made of natural. Natural means that they are not using any other material to make this bat and ball. They are using natural things to making it. Pre-industrial materials. The bat is made with leather, twine and cork. So they are using this type of wood, light wood, etc. to make this bat and ball. Even today, both bat and ball are handmade, not industrially manufactured. And to make these, they are saying that nowadays also is a handmade, not it's happen in any industry. The material of the bat changed slightly over time. Once it was cut out of a single piece of wood. Now it consists of two pieces, the blade which is made out of the wood of the willow tree and the handle which is made out of the cane that became available as a European colonialist and trading companies established themselves in Asia. Only little change happened that earlier they are using only one wood to make one piece of bat, and there is a one piece only for bat. But nowadays they are using two pieces to make bat. The handle part is a different and the straight part is a different. The straight part, the flat part of the bat is made of which wood? Willow tree wood. And the handle which is made by cane. So this little change only happened during the time. Became available as a European colonialist and trading companies established themselves in Asia. So these companies, these European colonialist means the European white rulers, and the companies which is doing the business for them, or that people only doing business, they started to establish themselves only in Asia. Unlike golf and tennis. Now look at here, first of all this picture. A rough and ready cricket game being played in a village in the Himalayas. It's a picture of 1894. Notice the homemade wickets and bat carved out of rough bits of wood. Now look at this is a picture of village, how they are playing cricket. Look at this stump which is all made by some wood which they find near their area. Unlike golf and tennis, cricket has refused to remake its tools with industrial or man-made materials. Plastic, fiberglass, and metal have been firmly rejected. Almost they are not using this type of material like in bat and ball. But in golf and in tennis, they are using for ball and another material, they are using this all kind of material. But in cricket, they not using, they firmly rejected, they firmly not accepted. Means strictly they prohibited this type of things. But in the matter of protective equipment, now what we have learned before, in the matter of the equipment which they used for playing cricket, means bat and ball. Now we are watching the protective equipment. Protective equipment means for the safety of players, batsmen. So protective, safeguarding equipment, tools. Another equipment, that protective equipment means for safety of players, safeguarding tools. Cricket has been influenced by technological change. The invention of vulcanized rubber led to the introduction of pads in 1848 and protective gloves soon afterwards. And the modern game would be unimaginable without helmets made out of metal and synthetic lightweight materials. Means for the bat and ball, they are using only handmade things and they are using natural material to make it. But for the protective equipment, they are using many things, and which is that time they are using many technology. So look at here, influenced by technological change. So here they accepted technology for the safety of players. The invention of vulcanized rubber. So here they are using these vulcanized rubber led to the introduction of pads in 1848. To make the pads they are using while playing the cricket, especially the batsman and keeper. I hope you know it that the batsman and keeper who's standing back to the batsman, they are almost wearing pads and gloves. So in 1848, they started wearing these protective gloves and pads, which is made by vulcanized rubber. And the modern game would be unimaginable without helmets made out of metal and synthetic lightweight materials. Means you cannot think. Unimaginable means you cannot able to unthinkable like this, that without helmet the modern cricket it's not possible to play, which is made by which is a man-made, or you can say artificial, a lightweight materials, artificial very light materials. So if you wear it, you will not get any trouble. So earlier they haven't used this type of any material, even ball and bat also different size and everything. But after making some rules, regulations, they have done many change in the cricket. So I hope students that through these lessons you have learned many more things which you might be don't know before related your favorite game, cricket. So students, if you have any doubts related that, so you can write in the comment box. So in the next video I can solve it. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.